guitar people? Welcome to Have Guitar Will Travel, presented by Vintage Guitar Magazine. With your host, me, James Patrick Regan, otherwise known as Jimmy from the Deadlies. And today I'm speaking with, from the Gasoline Lollipops, guitarist Donny Ambory and singer-guitarist Clay Rose. In our conversation, the guys talk about the history of the band hailing from Colorado. The guys talk guitars and gear, Clay's nylon string, and Donny's Nachocaster. And Donny describes the adventure to acquire the Nachocaster, and he takes us through the rest of his gear. The two explain their current tour schedule and the solo shows they have, and the dilemma of traveling for gigs that don't cover the expenses. Clay tells us about how they hooked up with Steve Berlin from Los Lobos to record their new album, Kill the Architect. Clay describes a ballet the band wrote that would be performed in Denver, Colorado, with the band as part of the set, and a recent show they did with the Cheyenne Symphony. And finally, Clay explains how the two met, an entertaining and awkward story. To find out more about the Gasoline Lollipops, go to their website, GASOLINELLLIPOPS.com. Please subscribe, like, comment, share, and most of all, review this podcast. I'd really appreciate it. And please support Vintage Guitar Magazine and all the wonderful things they do for us guitar players, because they do so many wonderful things for us guitar players. Here's Clay and Donny.
Hey.
How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good. You're Donny?
I am.
Boom. I got it. First try.
Nice. Hey, there's Clay. Hey.
Hey.
What's up, brother?
How are you?
Good.
So, where are you guys at, like, in your separate spaces?
Well, I'm at home in Longmont.
And that's in Colorado?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And I'm about 10 miles away in Boulder in my garage mahal.
Okay.
My guitars and stuff.
Right on. How long have you guys been a band?
Well, I've been in the band about 20 years, and Donnie's been in the band about, what?
Almost 15? Yeah.
Yeah, 15 years.
Is the band essentially you two guys, or is it the whole group?
It's the whole group. Yeah, five-piece.
Yep.
Right on. And the nylon string that you play, Clay?
Yeah.
What model? Who makes that?
This is an Alhambra. This is the one that I played on the record.
Yeah.
It's all beat to shit, but it's Spanish-made. Donnie bought it for me, actually.
Sort of. We had some contributors, but I did the shopping and stuff.
Right on.
But these days he's got a new one. He's playing a what's it called?
A Yari.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a Yari before this Alhambra, but it ended in the same condition as the Alhambra. I burned through them pretty quick.
Yeah.
I play it more like a washboard than a guitar.
Yeah. Well, and they're nylon strings, and they're
yeah.
They're set up for people to be playing like finger picking on.
Yeah, exactly.
And Donnie, the Telecaster that you've been using, is that the Blackguard? Is what?
Yeah, it's a Nachocaster.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Wow. Did you meet Nacho?
I talked to him on the phone one time. I never met him in person.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Quite a character, man. You get those emails, from him with his little stories about,
yes,
him and the Rev and stuff. It's like guitar cartoons, guitar comic books.
Oh, yes, exactly. And what made you buy the Nacho?
Kind of frustration. I have kind of an old parts guitar. It's a 53 body and a 54 neck.
Okay.
And the neck's got a twist in it. It's a little bit longer story, but we got to a point where it didn't make sense for me to keep working to drag it around with me to play little dumps and stuff.
Sure.
So I wanted to get something else, and I don't know, I ended up owning about 4 guitars. I'd buy something and kind of hate it. And then I spent a whole big chunk of a summer. I went to Here We Have Wildwood. I played everything at Wildwood.
Yeah.
Then I was in Chicago, and I played everything at CME. And nothing was killing me, and it's expensive to buy and sell guitars in short time frames. So I looked at who's the guitar player plays a Gretsch these days, but he played a Nachocaster.
At Wildwood, did you ever run into Greg Koch?
I have this funny story, and I hope it's true.
Okay, let's hear it.
We played literally across the street from Wildwood for years and years. I mean, this band for many years was essentially a steady Tuesday at this little place called the Waterloo.
Which was started by the same guy, the same family that started Waterloo Records in Austin. Directly across the street from Wildwood.
Right on.
And so my understanding is that at some point, Greg came over with Steve, who owns the place, and some other people, and came up and said, "Yeah, you sound good," or something like that to me. And I didn't know who he was at the time. Now, fast forward a few years, I figured out who he was and listened to him play. It was crazy. So I wish I had a redo on that. I've never met him knowing who he was. If I did meet him, it was fueled by my ignorance that I didn't understand this 7 foot tall guy was one of the greatest pickers in the world, man.
True. As far as gigs that you guys are doing now, your calendar looks pretty sparse since you have a new record out. Are you guys are you lining up shows now?
Yeah, we're trying to. So we had an unfortunate timing of losing a booking agent. And so we've been on a hunt for one. For the last few months, and we've been booking everything ourselves in the interim. And we just didn't have enough. We didn't have enough notice, to book ahead far enough. It was an abrupt thing, and so we're in a pickle here. But we got a few things on the burner right now. So hopefully this winter, and certainly next spring and summer are gonna be a lot better.
So are you guys still doing the thing at Waterloo or not?
No, we stopped that. I don't know, 10 years ago.
Is that? Are you guys are you doing pickup gigs just to keep your chops up, or are your chops good?
I mean, Donny's chops are always good.
And pretty cool.
And when I'm around here, I play solo stuff or duo stuff, and I make sure that I keep playing.
Yeah, of course. And are you doing?
Yeah, it's funny. I just got hit for one August 1st, which is the only date I've got in the summer, just about with Clay. So I got an empty calendar, and I had to say no.
Oh no!
Oh, that sucks.
and but are people reaching out to you guys hey, come play our festival?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and we're getting hit up, from all over the country. It's just
it's routing.
We would love to come play your festival for $1,000, but we got to drive 1,000 miles to get there. So that doesn't make a lot of sense, unless we can fill in the dates. And oftentimes, by the time we get the offer, it's too late to book a tour there and back. So. But there have been a few that we just flown out for. We just flew out to one in California and flew back, and that's cool. It would be nice if that's how we could play every gig.
Yeah. What gig was it in California? Where?
What was the name of that festival, Donny?
Cowboy Fest or something like that?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Cowboy Fest. It was in
San
something.
Just northeast of LA.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we can edit this back into the other spot. I remembered the guy. So,
right on.
Julian Lodge. So I saw Julian Lodge playing a Nachocaster. It looked amazing, and I just thought, he lives in New York. He's very famous and well thought of. He can have anything in the world, and this is what he chose.
Sure.
So it was a little more expensive than something else, but. It was a good choice. It was immediately an amazing guitar, as opposed to some other things that other people might think are cool, but I'm a pain in the butt when it comes to guitar.
Did you have an opportunity to play one ahead of time or not? You just
no,
you just won.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I when I got mine, I got 2 other people I know bought one.
Oh, wow.
Because, you know what I mean? They got to check mine out, and it's just like the perfect Telecaster. Even old guitars are not as consistently great as a Nachocaster.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right on. And so what are you plugged into?
Well, what I carry around with me for the Gas Pops is a steel string Singer copy. You know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
And it's steel string Singer is the Dumble that they're I don't know, couple thousand or 1,000 of the one kind, like the Robin Ford, Larry Carlton kind of Dumble. And then there's like 11 of these steel string singers. That's what Stevie Ray has or had, whatever. And some other people. It's just, it doesn't do any channel switching or anything. It's just like Fender tone, real straightforward, not, but it gives you the effects of compression in terms of, you know, sustain and just general smoothing and stuff. It's real cool. Once I played one, I had to have it, and so I got a copy. It's Amplified Nation. I mean, I wanted to get one by Bluto Tone, who's here in Colorado, and he was amazing, and his amps are amazing. But it was like a 2-year wait.
Wow!
I'm not a 2-year wait kind of guy.
Is that what you were playing through on the record, though?
Yeah. I brought a little. I've got a Tweed Champ that I played on something.
Yeah,
maybe
punk rock stuff.
Right. And I think that's all I brought. I think that's what I played on this record.
Yeah. How'd you guys get hooked up with Steve Berlin?
We opened for Los Lobos last. Oh, shoot. I guess winter before last. So the December before last, they were on their 50th anniversary tour in Golden, Colorado. And we were backstage, and we had been shopping around to have a producer on this next record, which we've never tried to do before. We've always just produced ourselves. So we had been shopping around, and we were thinking about a few different people. And then we were backstage with Los Lobos, and Donny was like, "Hey, I had no idea." And he's like, "Yeah, heard that you've produced some records before." And he's like, "Yeah, I have." And I was like, "Have to do to get you to produce our record?" And he goes, "Ask." And so I go, "Will you produce our record?" And he goes, "Yeah."
Right on.
And it was that easy.
Wow. And
Did you lo-fi, and it's pretty dumb.
Did you guys record it in Colorado or out in LA?
No, we recorded it at Dockside Studios. We've recorded a record there before, and we just loved it. And Steve asked me where I wanted to record, and I said Dockside, my favorite studios in the country. He's like, "Do you plan on using Justin Tockett as the engineer? He's the house engineer down there." And I was like, "Yeah, man, he's our man." And he's like, "He's my man. I love working with Justin."
Right on.
Together. Holy shit, they were like Abbott and Costello. Like they were so good together, and they saved incredible amounts of time. The way the two of them worked together, it was just like machinery. And Steve just had the whole vision in his head. And he sure knows how to work a record. He knows how to walk through it and not waste any time and not waste any tape. So laid back for the band, you know, like Steve and Justin were working their ass off the whole time, but we were just kicking it, you know, just hanging out. And when they'd point at us, we'd play, and then we'd sit down and kick it again. And it was awesome.
It was.
Right on. And I missed where the studio is. Where? What town is it in?
Lafayette, Louisiana.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Dockside. Yeah.
And you guys had recorded there before?
Yeah. We did All the Misery Money Can Buy. It was our record that we recorded there.
Okay. Cool. And
and that record we recorded on tape. But this record we did not. This record we did digitally.
Yeah, it sounds fantastic. Sounds epic.
Yeah.
And what do you plug your Yari into when you're playing live? Just into the PA?
You asking about my guitar?
Yeah.
Preamp. It's the Grace. What's the model of it? A Felix. Yeah, I use a Grace Felix preamp.
Donny, your guitar collection is beyond the parts guitar and the Nacho guitar. What other things do you have sitting in your garage there?
Well, my son told me I needed to show off my bling back here, so I pointed the camera this way. I got a pretty sweet Les Paul. It's a 40th anniversary R9, and there's a Rick 12, and back there a couple of basses. I enjoy is here I can go like 42 J45.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's about the end. Got a couple of little ones too. the big stuff.
Yeah. As far as what lies ahead for the band, what do you guys? So you're trying to book tours, but anything else coming up?
Well, in the spring, I mean, we've got a couple big shows here for the album release, okay. And then in the spring next year, we're going to be reprising a ballet that we wrote.
Wow.
With a ballet company in Denver called Wonderbound. And the ballet is based on one of our songs called Santa Maria and the Sandman. Uh-huh. And it's a full-length 2-act ballet with like a world-class ballet company. So that's pretty cool. We're built into the set of the ballet. So we're on stage playing live while the ballet goes down. It's like a rock ballet.
Yeah.
So we're excited about that. And we recently did a show with the Cheyenne Symphony Orchestra up in Wyoming, which was cool. That was kind of like highbrow shit for us. You know, it's weird. It's weird doing ballets and symphonies when I've just been playing dive bars my whole life.
Exactly. Right on, though. That's cool.
I think, yeah.
And
we'll infiltrate the high class.
Exactly. Is there a high class in Colorado?
I don't know. There's rich fuckers, if that's what you mean.
My town over the last.
Donny, have you ever run into Kenny Vaughn? Another.
I know who he is. I know he's from here, but no, I only know him from playing with a bunch of big deal Nashville people.
Sure.
He's a killer player, though.
Oh yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
And so outside of music, what do you guys do for fun?
Shit, man. Well, we're both family men, so if we got spare time, we're spending it with the family. It's not like it used to be.
Yeah.
How long have you guys known each other?
Just since Donny joined the band, so like 15 years ago. And I often say that the two things I'm grateful to alcohol for is my wife and Donny. Because I wouldn't have had the courage to talk to either one of them if I hadn't have been drunk. And I saw Donny playing. He was sitting in with some other folks that I saw at a show, and I was blackout drunk. But I guess at intermission, I went up to him and told him about that Tuesday night gig I have. I'm like, hey, I play down there every Tuesday. You should come sit in with me sometime. Like, so stupid. If I hadn't have been drunk, I never would have. Following Tuesday, he comes walking in with his guitar and his amp, and I don't know who he is. And he just walks up on stage and starts setting his shit up. I'm like, damn, this guy's bold. And I had been at the show with my bass player, so I turned to my bass player. I'm like, are you seeing this? This fucking guy is just setting up. And he goes, man, you invited him here. I was like, I did? I was like, oh, man, this is going to suck. And then we're getting ready to play. I'm like, okay, so this song goes E, D, and Donny's like, it's cool, man, just play it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, we'll see about that. And we start playing. I'm like, holy shit. And Donny just came every Tuesday from then on, and he's played every show from then on.
Right on.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear it. That, you know what, I mean, you guys work so well together, and the album sounds fantastic. I love it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. And it's been wonderful talking to you guys.
Yeah, you too, James. Thanks so much for giving us the time.
Of course. Thank you guys for your time.
For sure, man.
I hope I get to see you. I'm in Northern California, so hopefully you guys come out here and I get to meet you in person.
Oh yeah, we're doing a West Coast thing. When is that, Donny? It's like in September, August or September.
Yeah.
And we might be getting as far down as like Ashland, Oregon, or maybe even Redding, California.
Okay.
But we're playing some festival that's the anchor for those dates in California somewhere, right?
Oh, well, that's south. Yeah, that's down south. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll be playing on either side of you, north of you and south of you.
Yeah. Well, hopefully I run into you somewhere.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Appreciate it, bud.
Take care.
Take care. Thanks for listening to Have Guitar Will Travel. You can catch up on all the things I'm doing at thedeadlies.com. And I'm on all the social media platforms as well. And please support Vintage Guitar and all the wonderful things they do, because they do many, many wonderful things for us guitar players. Thanks. Please subscribe. Please tell a friend. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.